Anyone can reply?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But we can't
Oh, okay,
hear
ma'am.
you.
Okay, ma'am.
You
That's
have
fine.
not shared your computer audio, I think. So the audio of your video is not audible.
Okay. I hope I am audible to you all.
Yes, sir.
So let us start by introducing Dr. Durgesh Singh. So very good evening, all of you, dear respected professors, research scholars, postgraduate students, and graduate students. Here, this particular webinar is a part of Shiksha Anusandhan weekly academic lecture program 2022-23, and on the occasion of this one, I am welcoming Dr. Durgesh Singh for today's SOA weekly academic lecture on the topic of digital watermarking for image authentication and restoration. So Dr. Singh is presently working as an assistant professor at the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Indian Institute of Information Technology, Jabalpur. So before joining IIIT Jabalpur, Dr. Singh has worked as an assistant professor at Department of Computer Science and Engineering, SBTU Kanpur. And before that one, he has also served as assistant professor at VIT Misra, Ranchi. And he has completed his doctorate from IIT BHU, and he completed his MTech from Motilal Nehru National Institute of Technology, Allahabad, and he has completed his BTech from the CSJM University, Kanpur. He has published uh, many journals papers in the fields of image processing, machine learning. His main area of research is image processing, machine learning, watermarking, and all these related fields. So I welcome Dr. Durgesh Singh to proceed for the talk. So just proceed, Dr. Singh.
So thank you, Dr. Bijan, for your kind introduction. So can I start?
Yeah, your Dr. Singh, your talk will be almost 40 to 45 minutes, and after that there will be 5 to 10 minutes for the question and answer. If there is some questions, then it will be proceed by the vote of thanks. So just be limited in your time. So just go ahead, Dr. Singh.
Okay. So screen is visible?
Yes, it is. It is
Dr.
visible.
Bijan?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. It is visible. So it would be better if you make it full screen. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's good.
Okay, so very good afternoon to all. So today in this webinar, I'm going to give a webinar on topic digital watermarking for image authentication and restoration. So main objective of today talk is the going to discuss with example. Let's say this is the input image. I can say original image, and this is the forged image. So target to that how to identify this is the forged image or not. Okay. So at the time of, let's say this is the original image, a receiver received this forged image. So how can I identify that this is the forged image? This is the one part. And then after identifying this is the forged image, so how identify exact location of tampering? Means you can see that here is the original image of a very famous leader in USA. In this image, he is with his wife, but at the forged image, you can see some portion is some other lady with some other lady. So how can I identify this forgery? So first step to identify whether the image is forged or not, and then if forged, to have to identify the exact location. So you can see that head portion of the lady is changed with some other lady head portion. So second portion is second part of this talk is to how to localize the exact location of the tampering. Okay. So known as the localization of the tempering. And then if you able after able to localize the exact location of the tempering, you have to restore the content. Okay. So main objective of today's talk is that how to apply watermark technique to identify whether the image is forged or not. If yes, so identify the exact location of the image, exact location of the tempering, and then you can also able to restore the content of the tempered content. Okay. So before going to discuss that, I'm going to give some brief overview of the digital watermarking here. So here you can see that. Just a minute. This is the basic watermarking model. The figure shows the basic watermarking model. So any watermarking model can be divided in two parts. One is the watermark embedding system. This is the part one. And second one is the watermark extraction system. So basic watermarking divided in two parts. So in the watermarking embedding system, going to embed watermark information into the cover image. What is the cover image? Cover image means original image in which going to embed the embed the watermark. In simple words, you can say to try to protect media. That's known as the cover image, a cover work. Because here is the image, so saying the cover image, so cover image. So watermark going to embed in the cover image through the embedding system, utilizing some concept of watermark key and generate the watermark image. So basically this part happen into the sender side. So generation of watermark image through watermarking is the part of the sender side. Okay. So in the sender side, we were able to generate the watermark image. And then sender send this watermark image to receiver. So there will be some transmission channel. So this transmission channel may be secure or unsecure. So at the receiver side, need to verify the content, verify the received image, whether the received image is tempered or not. So at the receiver side, receiver utilize the watermark extraction system to extract to verify the integrity of the content. So after applying the watermark extraction system, we are able to extract the watermark. Basis on the extracted watermark, the receiver able to identify whether the image is tempered or not. If yes, then can able to restore the content. But these are the depends of application. If okay, the various applications you can have to change little bit in the embedding and extraction system to get the achieve that target. I can say solve this problem. Okay, so a watermark can be defined as the practice of imperceptibly altering a work to embed a message about that work. That means you have to embed watermark information, this watermark information into the cover image such that there is no perceptual difference between this watermarked image and cover image. This is the cover image and this is the watermarked image. After generating the watermarked image, there is no perceptual difference between cover image and watermarked image. So you are saying here that it is the practice, I can say it is the art of imperceptibly altering a work. Work may be image, video, or document, etc. Means what is the cover for going to protect through the watermark technique? That will be the image, video, document, etc. to embed a message about that work. A message here, nothing but is the watermark bits, a watermark information. So a watermark can be classified in various ways, like basis on the attached media, basis on the visibility of perceptibility of watermarking scheme, basis on the resist tag, watermark embedding method, and requirement for watermark extraction or detection. So various ways can classify the watermark technique. Not in general way say that this is this types of watermark technique. So basis on the various features, you can classify various ways. Like based on the attached media. Attached media means cover. What is the cover? Cover means a digital signal. You can say here an image. So digital image is the cover. Okay, so this is the digital signal which try to protect through watermark. Okay, so this is the attached media. The basis on the cover attached media, you can define, can say classify watermark in various way. Like image watermarking means what? The cover is the image, so can say image watermarking. So in this image watermarking, we embed the watermark to protect the image. In the case of video watermarking, attached media will be the video. In the case of audio watermarking, attached media will be audio. In text watermarking, attached media may be document, PDF, and text file, etc. And graphic watermarking, image attached media will be 2D or 3D graphics images. Similarly, basis on the visibility and or perceptibility, you can classify two ways: visible watermarking and invisible watermarking. Visual watermarking means going to embed watermark in such a way that human eye can easily notice that. I can say this is, after seeing, you can observe that this is the watermark. This is the watermark embedded into the document. And the case of invisible watermarking, embed a watermark such a way that human eye can't able to detect, or can't able to notice that there is the watermark inside this document attached media. So this is the invisible watermarking. Here the example of visual watermarking, the Indian currency note. So in this portion will be photo of the Mahatma Gandhi. So this is the example of a visual watermarking. Maybe this is also assuming that this is the watermark. So this is the example of a visual watermarking. Yeah, some other symbols like this, assuming this is the visible. So can say this is the visual watermarking. So in the visual watermarking, human eye can easily, after seeing, can see that watermark information. But in the case of in visual watermarking, here the example, this is the watermark going to embed this cover image. Yeah, original image also known as the cover image or host image. Okay, so this is the watermark going to embed into this host image, a cover image, and this is the generated watermark image. So here you can't see that watermark information. So this is the example of a invisible watermarking. So basis on the resist attack, you can classify watermark in three categories. One is the robust watermarking, second one is the fragile watermarking, third one is the semi-fragile watermarking. So in the case of robust watermarking, going to embed watermark information such way that if anyone try to change watermark image, so not after tampering the watermark image, we are able to extract the watermark information, means able to resist attack. So robust watermarking able to resist attack. This is the, let's say this is the image and this is the watermark. Are going to embed into some embedding system algorithm here, and then this is the generated watermark. So this is the watermark, this is the watermark image. If anyone try to change this watermark content, then in the case of robust watermark, you are able to extract the watermark information so that you can say that simple word, what a robust watermark able to resist attack. So this can utilize in the various applications like copyright protection, owner identification, etc. Okay, in the case of fragile watermark technique, we're going to embed watermark into image such a way that generated watermark image not able to resist any type of attacks. Means if you are, it is very sensitive to attack, and so it can utilize for authentication purpose. I can say verify the integrity of the content. because you're not able to resist any attacks. If anyone apply some attack try to modify the content, so watermark information will be changed, and basis on that you can able to verify the integrity of the content. And third one is the semi-fragile watermarking. So can say that semi-fragile watermarking work between robust watermarking and fragile watermarking. So if someone applies some level of threshold, it's behave like a robust watermarking. Means at level of threshold, this work is able to resist attack, and above the threshold, it can be not able to resist the attack. Or work as a fragile watermarking technique. So you can see that it's work below the threshold, work like a robust watermark technique. Above the threshold, work like a fragile watermark technique. So it's also used for the authentication purpose. There are two types of authentication. One is the selective authentication, another is the exact authentication. So in the case of fragile watermark techniques, these techniques, fragile watermark techniques, not able to resist any types of attack. So it's utilized for exact authentication. But semi-fragile watermarking, some level of tampering able to resist. So it's work for selective authentication. Means semi-fragile work only can able to differentiate between which one is the intentional attack and which one is the non-intentional attack. Okay. So next classification based on the watermark embedding method, like transform domain watermarking and spatial domain watermarking. So in this transform domain watermarking, embed watermark in the frequency domain of the host image. Means first you have to apply some transform domain techniques like DCT, DWT, and then going to modify their coefficient basis on the watermark information. So this is known as the transform domain watermarking techniques. In spatial domain watermarking techniques, watermark is directly applied on the pixel value of the cover image. And basis on requirement for watermark extraction or detection. So at the receiver side, we need to extract the watermark information. So what's the required to extract the watermark information? Information. Based on that, there are three categories. There are three types of watermark. One is the non-blind watermarking. Second one, the semi-blind watermarking. Third one is the blind watermarking techniques. So non-blind watermark techniques require the original cover image and secret key, I can say watermark key, to identify the watermark. So in the case of semi-blind watermarking, requires the presence of both the secret key and the watermark bit sequence. In the case of blind watermarking, requires only the secret key for extraction. That means the non-blind watermark techniques requires cover image, original image, as well as watermark key to extract the watermark information. In the case of semi-blind, only require watermark bits and key to extract the watermark information. And in the case of blind watermarking techniques, requires only key, watermark key. So this is the blind watermarking, sometimes known as the public watermark techniques, and non-blind watermark techniques known as the private watermark techniques. So what is the content authentication? So in this application, we can check the integrity of any watermark image to see if it has been tampered or not. Okay, so watermark should be able to detect even the slightest change in the cover image. So in this application, watermark mainly generated from the cover work and then embedded into the cover itself, known as self-embedding watermarking scheme. So till time I have discussed that one is the cover image, another is the watermark information going to embed into the cover image to generate the watermark image. But in the case of content authentication application, I'm not going to take this watermark information separately. going to generate this watermark bit from this original image itself. So this is known as a self-embedding watermarking scheme. So in this case, if any change made to the image will also be made to the watermark, hence the region of tampering can be located. So in this scenario, we have to embed watermark such way that if any any modification happen in the watermark image, so that content of watermark also change and we are able to identify the tampered region. So mainly we go for the fragile watermark techniques. As I already discussed that fragile watermark technique not able to resist any types of attack. Next one is tampered recovery and restoration. So after identify the content authentication, localize the tampered location, we have to restore the content. So due to intentional or unintentional attacks, principal content of the image are removed or modified. So they must be recovered for proper understanding of the image at the receiver end. Okay, so at the receiver end is required to restore the content. So using watermarking, you can make an image capable of recovering itself at the receiver end, even if some tampering is carried out afterwards. So based on the watermark techniques, you can able to restore the content as well. So these general steps involved in image authentication and restoration. First, we have to take the input image known as the original image. Here I am taking original image of Singapore, satellite image of the Singapore, and then apply here watermark embedding procedure. Okay, so watermark embedding procedure here to generate the watermark image. So in the case of embedding procedure, we're going to generate watermark W from image itself. So this original image and this watermark image going to embed to this embedding system to generate the watermark image. This part happened at the sender side. So sender embed the watermark into the cover image and generate the watermark image. Say this is the protected image. Now sender can share this watermark image instead of sharing original image. Okay. So going to share this image. A simple words we can say this stable image is a protected image. So instead of sharing original image, now sender send to the receiver side this protected image watermark image. At the receiver side, receiver received this image. So in between there will be some transmission channel. So maybe tampered or not going to verify. So let's say this is the tampered image. Receiver received this image. See. So bridge is removed from here. The receiver received this image where bridge has already removed. Okay. Then what to do? The receiver apply watermark extraction system. So may say that watermark extraction system divided into two parts. One is the watermark detection, a second one is the watermark restoration. Image restoration, not watermark restoration, image restoration. So here, tamper detection procedure are here, let's say tamper detection procedure. Apply that. If any modification happen, able to locate the region. Okay, so can see that after apply this tamper detection procedure, can able to identify this location. Okay, so this is known as the authentication result. Okay, so first apply tamper detection procedure to identify the location of the tampering, and then on the detected tamper detected location apply restoration procedure. Okay. And then after restoration procedure able to restore the content. So you can see that very again brief has come here. So this is the procedure. First one is the apply watermark embedding procedure, then at the receiver side, and able to identify the location after the tampering, and then apply the restoration procedure to restore the content. Okay. So a good authentication system should have the following necessary features. It should be capable to determine whether an image has been altered or not, and it should be capable to locate the modification made in the image, and the embedded authentication data is invisible under normal viewing condition. So these three things required for good authentication system. Okay. Why is saying the invisible under normal viewing condition? Because a lot of editing tools are available. A lot of editing tools are available in these days. Like applying the visual watermark techniques, so anyone can modify your watermark information. So we are focusing to develop watermarking scheme that is invisible, and also after it's able to determine whether an image is tempered or not. And then, if we're able to determine whether able to determine the image is tempered, we have to apply. We have to locate the exact location of the tempering. So locate the modification. So there are three things required for a good authentication system: individual in a normal view condition, and able to determine whether the image is tempered or not. If tempered, then able to locate the exact location. And after identifying the exact location of the tampering, we have to restore the content. So main concept of the restoration scheme is that the compacted form of the principal content should be hidden in another region of the image itself. Why compacted form? Because you are going to embed watermark information into the image itself, not going to change the size of the image. So you have to reduce form of the principal content. Means what the required sensitive content of the image going to reduce, and that reduced form going to embed into the image itself as a restoration bit. That part able to restore the content if there is any tampering happen in the image. So this image authentication restoration is going to discuss with the help of this paper, DCT-based effective fragile watermarking scheme for image authentication and restoration. So this scheme is based on self-embedding block-wise fragile watermarking scheme. Self-embedding is going to generate the watermark from the cover image itself, and first to go then this is the block-wise, not pixel-wise, and this is the fragile. Fragile watermarking means is able to detect any modification. Means not able to resist any attack, so able to detect any modification. So this is first we're going to divide the image into 2 by 2 non-overlapping blocks, and the watermark bits are generated from the 5 MSB planes of the host image. Let's assume a grayscale image. In grayscale image, each pixel value is 0 to 255. So can divide can convert into binary from 8 bits required to represent the pixel bits. Okay, so 0 to 8 bits. So let's say 7, MSB 7, 6, 5, and so on. 0 to 7. So 0 is the first LSB, 1 is the second LSB, second is third LSB. So we are going to take 5 MSBs, means from bit 4 to bit 7 for generating the watermark bits. Why are not ignoring these 3 bits? Because very less significant. If we have a mail going to delete this and not this one, going to set 0 first 3 LSB. So when I can't distinguish between this original image and modified image. I mean, there is no perceptual difference between original image and modified image because of the least significance bit is going to set as 0. So I'm ignoring this least significant bit and focusing on the 5 MSB I can say most significant bits. So watermark bits are generated from the 5 most significant bits plain from the host image. Are generated 12 bits watermark for each block is inserted into the 3 LSBs of the corresponding mapped block. Means going to generate the watermark information from the 5 MSB planes of the image, and after generating the 12 bits for each block, 2 by 2. So there are 4 pixels in each block. So this for 4 pixels, I'm going to generate 12 bits watermark information, and that watermark information bit going to embed into the 3 LSB plane. 3 LSB plane means another block, not corresponding map blocks, another block. So 3 LSB for 1 pixel, 3 LSB for second pixel, so total 12 bits. So this 12 bits generated from one block going to embedded into the LSB in the LSB of the another block. Okay, so in this technique, 5 most significant bits of all pixels in the host image are unchanged, and while the 3 LSBs of all pixels are replaced with the watermark information. So this watermark scheme can be divided into phase. One is the watermark embedding procedure, second one is the content restoration procedure. So embedding procedure further divided into 3 subclasses. One is the recovery bit generation. So this only responsible for restore the content. The second one is the authentication bit generation. This is responsible for authentication as well as restoration. Both. Only for this recovery bit, only for recover the content, and authentication bit generation for authenticate the content, whether the image is tempered or not. Basis on the authentication bit, you can able to verify. Once you verify this is the image is tempered, you apply the restoration bit to restore the content. One is the blocking mapping. So because we are not going to embed the watermark image of a block in block itself, going to embed into the another block. So blocking mappings are required. And the content restoration procedure, tempered block identification procedure, that further divided into parts: tempered block identification procedure and tempered block restoration procedure. After identifying the tempered block through this tempered block identification procedure, you are going to apply tempered block restoration to restore the content. Here the watermark embedding procedure. So this is the block diagram of watermark embedding. Take the covering input and remove 3 LSBs. So this is the principal content of the image, and divide into blocks. What is the size of block here? 2 by 2. So divide the image into 2 by 2 non-overlapping blocks after removing 3 LSBs from each pixel, and then going to generate the watermark information. So watermark information here I mentioned that there are 2 types. One is the authentication bits, a second is the restoration bit. So authentication based generation based on this technique, CRC based authentication bit generation, that able to if you modify the content, they are able to detect that. A second bit is based on the timing distance based authentication bit 2 generation. So this the 2 authentication bit, and then restoration bit going to generate through DCT techniques. So first take the 4 value, and then after removing the 3 LSBs, so each pixel value will be 0 to 32, 5 MSB value. Okay, 32, 0 to 32, and then this 32 still have some large value. So modify into the grade, but that grade will be range between 0 to 15. So ultimate goal is to try to reduce the numerical value. So take the here grade value 0 to 15, and then apply GI equal to GI minus 8. Means going to shift the 0 bits 0 value, means half of the maximum value. Going to subtract with the half of the maximum value, that is the 8, because the 0 to 15 is the 16 value maximum. So GI minus 8, and then on this grade value, modified grade value, apply the DCT2 to generate the 4 coefficients. After generating the 4 coefficients, we have observed that D3 and D4 are least significant, and the most of the time it will be 0. So I am going to ignore this D3 and D4, only consider this D1 and D2 for recovery bit generation. So this D1 and D2 first convert into the binary form and then convert into the 10 bits. So D1 and D2 convert into 10 bits. So this 10 bits is known as the restoration bit, a 2 authentication bit, total 12 bits going to embed into the map block. Okay, and this way, way going to apply this techniques in the each and every block to generate the watermark image. So this watermark image based on the 2 authentication bits and 10 recovery bit for each block. And third point is the block mapping. So the watermark generated from a block PI should be embedded into the another block DJ instead of the same block, such that I not equal to j for all I, j, I range belongs to 1, m by 4, where m by 4 is the total number of blocks in the image. Let's say m is the width of the image is the h1, and height of the image is the h2. So total numbers of image size will be m. And now I'm going to divide into 2 by 2 non-overlapping blocks. So total block will be m by 4. Okay, so this generation of the block matrix sequence I follow. First, allot a conjugative unit number I 1 to m by 4 to each image block in the raster scan order, means row by order, going to assign a number from 1 to m by 4. And enter a secret key, let's say you have key 6 in the range of 1 to m divided by 4 minus 1, which is a prime number. So enter a secret key that should be prime number, and that range will be between 1 and m by 4 minus 1, where m by 4 is the number of block in an image. And for each block number I, apply a only transformation to acquire j. So number of the j is the map block number or ith block. So how can calculate? Fi equal to key 6 into I mod m by 4. Where m by 4 is the number of blocks per image and j equal to Fi plus 1. So this way to go and identify the map block for ith block. So for ith block, map block is a bj. So once the generated, after generating this 12 watermark bits, going to embed 3 LSBs of the map block. This is watermark image. After generation of the watermark image, you can share
Yes, yes, I think there is a network slow at your side, is it?
screen visual.
Yeah, it is
What you
visible,
present?
but I think it is lagging.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine, Dr. Durgesh. Just bind up within 5 minutes. That is fine.
Just 1 minute.
We are not able to hear you.
Hello, I'm audible?
Yeah, now
Is
you
it?
are audible. Yes, now you are audible.
Okay, fine. Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah.
So at the receiver side, receive the watermark image receiver and then divide the image into the non-overlapping blocks and again apply restoration techniques. I can say watermark extraction technique. How to do that? Calculate watermark. So this is the part of watermark detection procedure. Let's say recalculate watermark for receiver side and extract the watermark for each block. Okay, to know the key to able to identify the location of the embedded information of that block, and then here try to match with can compare with the calculated watermark with the extracted watermark. If is equal, then can say that block is not tampered. If not equal, then can say that block is tampered. Discard last 2 bits of PW means extracted watermark. What is the 2 bits? That is the authentication bit. And remaining 10 bits restoration bits, based on the restoration bit, able to restore the content. Okay, of each block. So this is a procedure. So here the result. So this is essential information observed during the watermarking embedding, just embedding procedure. This is input images, cover images taken, and then apply this self-embedding watermarking scheme. So PSNR value is of 39.31 decibel. Group photo is 40.69 decibel. So more than 39.3 decibel. I say 39 decibel. You get a PSNR, embedding PSNR. And normal population coefficient also near to 1, 0.9977, 0.9986, and so on. Embedding time almost 6.5 around. So this is the grayscale image. Also have applied on the color image. And for color image, this scheme apply on the for each channel, red, green, blue, separated, and then apply this watermarking technique for each channel. So here the color again is not the similar to the grayscale image, but here embedding time is up to 3 times of the grayscale image on the same size image. Okay. You can see that here the group photo. So this is the group photo. This is the watermark image, and this watermark image sent to the receiver side. Receiver received this image where you can principal content, significant content, head portion has suffered in between person. So the receiver side applied tamper detection procedure means recalculate the watermark and extract the watermark information based on that you detect this image. See, tamper detected area. Okay, so white region so that tamper region in this received image, and after detecting this location, localizing the location, apply restoration procedure with the extracted 10-bit restoration. Okay, so based on this 10-bit restoration, able to restore the content. You can see that this is the restored image, very much similar to the original. What not original? This is the watermark image. Okay, so okay, what is the embedding PSNR for this image? Is the 40.69 decibel. And NCC is 0.988, embedding time is 6.442. And what is the restoration? Is the restoration PSNR is 41.40 decibel, 0.9983. So restoration quality is very quite good in the case of restoration. So now you can see that there is no perceptual difference between this original watermark image and restored image. Similarly, here number plate quantity detection procedure applies same technique. First one is the watermark image. Second is tempered image received at the receiver side. Then apply the tempered restoration procedure. So what to restore the tempered region and restore the this is the restored image.
मैं बाद में बात करूँ सर.
So here is another experimental results. Object removal attacks. Here the front of the image. I have removed the car. Okay. So this is the house where in front of the house car is there. So this is the watermarking image, but receiver received this image. Okay. So receiver applied the temper detection procedure to detect this white region, that is the tempered region, and apply restoration content to restore the content. So at the receiver side only is the this image. Okay. Sender sent this one, but receiver received this one. Basis on this received image, receiver restore this content. Okay. So here restoration PSNR is still quite high, 39.7690 decibel, and MCC normalization correlation coefficient is the 0.9972. Embedding time, restoration time is the 12.1993 seconds. So in this, I have applied on the various images, and so you can observe that restoration quality is decreased when the increase the tampering rate. Okay, increasing the tampering rate, restoration quality is decreased, but still is the more than 32 days. So quite enough.
Sir,
Quality of the
there
restoration
is a
quite
question.
yeah.
So we want to ask basically from one of our participants.
Okay.
So the question is that, sir, now the machine learning, there is a model called gated network, that is a GAN model. So
Yeah,
these models are basically are able to create fake images. So
okay.
is there any way to use these watermarking to protect that one, or these watermarking is robust for that kind of machine tools which are generating the fake newses?
Yeah, fine. So in the GAN model, it for generating the fake images. If input image is a protected image, okay? If input is protected image means input image is the watermark image, then we are able to identify the tampering happen. Okay? If not, this is the not protected image, input image, not able to identify. Means watermark image,
Okay, sir. It's
watermark technique
simply
only able to identify when there is a watermark information. Okay.
okay. I mean, sir, it means that if the image is already protected by the watermark scheme, then if this GAN model is modifying to make it fake, then it is possible to detect that. Otherwise, if
Yeah,
it is not already protected, then it is not possible to find.
yeah. For that purpose, another techniques, passive techniques known that if you are not have already embedded any watermark information, so you have to apply another technique known as the passive techniques, copy move for detection, splicing detection. So in the passive techniques, there's no required to know any prior information of input image. But at the
Okay, sir,
time
that's
of
good.
identification, to apply some techniques like statistical features and so on. Based on that, we can able to identify whether the image is tempered or not. But there's restoration is not possible. Very tough to restore the content.
Okay, sir.
Only able to identify the content.
Okay, that's
Whether
fine.
it's tempered or
So,
not.
is there any other question from the participants? Okay, that's fine. There is not any more questions, sir. So, with this, we want to finish this particular webinar. So, Now I'm just proceeding for the end of this webinar. So let me give the vote of thanks. So Dr. Honorable Durgesh Singh, respected Head of Department Professor Debahuti Mishra, our most valued invited professors, research scholars, and dear students, it has been such a great honor to be a coordinator of this wonderful Shiksha Anusandhan weekly academic lecture webinar on the behalf of Department of CSE, Shiksha Anusandhan University. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guest, Dr. Durgesh Singh. Thank you. Sincere thanks to the head of CSE, Professor Debahuti Misra, who is the convener of this webinar series. A sincere thanks to Dr. Madhuri Rao and Dr. Sarda Prati sir for their support for this lecture. Thanks to all the participants who made the event a memorable one. Finally, I would like to thank all of you present here for making the time to be with us today and helping us make this event a grand success.